Boys and girls, it is writing time. Let's go ahead and get Mr. Pencil awake. Are you ready? 1, 2, 3. Good morning, Mr. Pencil. Are you awake? He says he is awake and ready to go. All right, let's sing our alphabet song together. A, B, C, D, E, F, G, H, I, J, K, L, M, N, O, P, Q, R, S, T, U, V, W, X, Y, and Z. Now I know my ABCs. Tell me what you think of me. I think you're doing a great job. Go ahead and give you some twinkle stars. You're doing great. Go ahead and sit down and let's look at our letter today. Today we are going to look at capital B. Capital B. Capital B starts on a red dot. He starts on the ceiling. He walks straight down to the pink carpet. Then we pick up our pencil and we're going to go back to the ceiling. We're going to walk across just a little bit. Then we curve down to the dotted line and tuck in and touch the pole. Then we walk across, curve around, go down to the pink carpet, and walk back to touch the pole again to make capital B. Maybe your name starts with capital B. Maybe your name is Brenda. Brenda. Maybe it's Bethany. Maybe it's Barbara. Maybe it's Brian. Oh, all of those names start with the letter B. There's lots of names that start with B. So maybe that's your capital letter today. Now, we could look at this little b too. Little b might be in the middle of your name, but all of our names start with a capital letter. Whenever you see a capital letter, you're going to know it's either the beginning of a sentence, or if it's by itself, it's usually a name or something very important. So let's look right here. This little b might be in your name. It starts on a red dot. We're going to walk straight down to the pink carpet. Then we pick up our pencil and start in the middle. We're going to curve up to the dotted line, touch the pole, curve down to the pink carpet, and right back to the middle to make little b. So little b might be in the middle of your name. But we're looking at this letter right here, capital B. Let's look at your name tag. Do you have a name tag right there? Or maybe you already have your paper, and you can trace your name with your Peter Pointer. So go ahead and do that now. Let's trace. Oh, maybe you already have a B. Let's see. Go ahead and trace your name. Go slow. Oh, you're doing a great job. Maybe you have a really long name, or maybe you have a very short name. You could. Nice job. Way to go. Well, today's name that I picked is Bethany. Maybe your name is Bethany. Now, lots of names could be spelled differently, but I chose this way, Bethany. So we're going to look at it this way. It starts on the ceiling. So we're going to start on the ceiling. We're going to walk straight down to the pink carpet. We're going to pick up our pencil. I'm going to touch the ceiling and I'm going to walk across just a little bit, and then I start to curve. I'm going so slow. I curve down to the dotted line and I tuck in and touch the pole. Then I'm going to walk across the dotted line again, curve down to the pink carpet, and walk back to touch the pole to make our capital B. Then I'm going to go over to little e. Remember, little e starts in the middle. So I start right here. I curve up to the dotted line. I curve down to the pink carpet and back up just a little bit. I'm not going to close off my circle. Then I go back to the middle and I walk across to close it off. So little e might be in your name. Maybe you have several little e's in your name. Then I'm going to walk over here. I'm going to make this letter. What letter is that? T. Good. T could be in your name. It starts above the dotted line. We're going to walk straight down to the pink carpet. Then we pick up our pencil, we go to the dotted line, and we're going to walk across to put on his bow tie. Now look at this letter. What letter is that? H. Good job. You could have an H in your name. It starts right here. It starts on the ceiling. We're going to walk straight down to the pink carpet. Then I'm going to start in the middle. I'm going to retrace back up and curve at the dotted line and go down to the pink carpet. Then I'm going to come over here and make this letter. What vowel is that letter? A. Good job. I'm going to start here in the middle. I'm going to curve up to the dotted line, curve down to the pink carpet, right back to the middle. Then I pick up my pencil, I touch the dotted line, and I walk straight down to the pink carpet. Then I'm going to go to this letter right here. I start at the dotted line and I walk straight down to the pink carpet. I'm going to start in the middle. I'm going to retrace back up to the dotted line and curve and go down to the pink carpet. Ooh, now lots of names have this letter in it. What letter is that? N. Good job. And then here is our last letter. Ooh, this one could be tricky, but it's so fun. What letter is that? Y. It could be in your name. Maybe your name is Susie, and at the end you spell it with a Y. Maybe it's Nancy, and your ends with a Y too. Lots of names could end in a Y. Maybe your name is Haley, and it ends in a Y. Let's look. I start at the dotted line, and I'm going to slant down to the pink carpet. I pick up my pencil, I go to the dotted line, and I'm going to slant all the way down to the basement floor. So fun. So this name is Bethany. Your name could be it's beautiful. I know it is. But your name could start with capital B. And that's the letter that we're looking at today. But you're going to trace your name. Let me show you one more time how to make this name. And then you're going to get practice with doing your name. I'm going to start right here on the ceiling. I walk straight down to the pink carpet. I go back to the ceiling. I walk across. I curve down to the dotted line and tuck in and touch the pole. Then I walk across, I curve down to the pink carpet and walk back. Now, your name might not start with capital B, but the rest of these letters might be in your name, some of them. So let's look. I start in the middle. I curve up to the dotted line. I curve down to the pink carpet and up just a little bit. Go back to the middle and close it off. Go just above the dotted line. I walk straight down to the pink carpet. I go back to the dotted line and put on my bow tie. I'm going to come up to the ceiling. I'm going to walk straight down to the pink carpet. I pick up my pencil. I start in the middle. I curve up to the dotted line and down to the pink carpet. Here's a little A. I start in the middle. I curve up to the dotted line and down to the pink carpet and back to the middle. Go back to the dotted line and walk straight down to the pink carpet. I'm going to start here on the dotted line. Walk straight down to the pink carpet, touch the middle, retrace back up, curve at the dotted line, and down to the middle. And then to make our Y, our fun letter here, I slant down to the pink carpet. I go to the dotted line, and I slant all the way down to the basement floor to make this name. Oh, boys and girls, watch. I know you are going to do such a great job today. Let's stand and do our houses together. You got your twinkle stars ready? Here we go. Upstairs, downstairs, in the basement. Upstairs, downstairs, in the basement. Upstairs, downstairs, in the basement. This is where our letters live. Great job. Go ahead and sit down and let's prepare for writing. Go ahead and have your paper ready. Are you sitting up straight and tall? Good. Shoulders back. Tummies to the table. Back against the chair. And do you have your pencil? I'm going to grab mine. Daddy says. Mommy says. And the babies say. Nice work. You are ready to go. Check that your helper hand's on your paper. Look at your paper. It has 3 houses. So you're going to trace all 3 of your houses. You're going to do your whole row. It has your name on it. So do a good job today. Start with your capital letter, find your red dot, and do your best. Your on-site teacher is going to help you with your letters. I know you're going to do a great job today. Get busy.